The future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also their live-action TV series for Disney Plus and their animated TV shows. And let's not forget about the new Star Wars trilogy of films and other movies currently in the works by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the thing about Disney Star Wars is that we do know that as of this moment right now is that both Bob Chaypek and Bob Iger are really working at their hardest to really propel fans into a different era of Star Wars. Now, when I speak about a new era, I'm talking about out-universe. We're talking about how Disney wants to run Star Wars and exactly what the makeup of Star Wars is really going to be like. Of course, this new EU is going to be modeled after the MCU. It's one of the main reasons as to why they actually have Kevin Feige being used as one of the creators for the backbone of the universe and how it's going to be structured. So that's going to be interesting. Do I agree with everything that Kevin has done with the MCU? Not necessarily. I will say that they have gone down some routes of really catering to identity politics, but thankfully Chaypek and Iger no longer really have an interest in that, and they're more focused on pushing the idea on Lucasfilm to develop story over their personal agendas. Now, the thing about the future of Star Wars is that there's over 10 years worth of projects in the early development phase that, of course, is just for Disney Plus alone. That's separate from the movies. That really does speak volumes. I mean, just think about that for a second. You got 10 years worth of projects for Disney Plus alone. You got The Mandalorian Season 2, Season 3, Kenobi. You've got others in the works, like the Rise of Skywalker animated sequel series, the Star Wars Rebels sequel series. So many different things in the mix that's really going to bring it in a different direction. But the one Star Wars TV show that a lot of fans, including myself, am really up in arms over is the Leslye Headland Star Wars TV series. Now, on top of all of this, of course, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films as well as the new Star Wars universe. It's explained that currently both Bob Iger and Bob Chaypek are working together as a team in order to reunite the fans around the world and to build a better and brighter future for the Star Wars brand. Now, though Kathleen Kennedy no longer has creative power over the existing Star Wars projects in the early development phase, it's noted that she does have full control over the all-female-led Star Wars TV series that will be created by Leslye Headland. Now, it's explained that currently Leslye Headland is getting ready to begin pre-production for the new Star Wars TV series that will begin this June, such as the script, concept art, and even, of course, the hiring of some actors and actresses for her TV show that they plan to begin filming sometime in 2021 or 2022. Now, it's noted that Leslye Headland is in the talks with actress Brie Larson and wants to become one of the main lead characters in the Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus. Headland, of course, and Brie Larson have already had conversations about the series, and that Larson is interested and had connections with Kathleen Kennedy, and that Larson's interest originally came from Kathleen Kennedy. However, Leslye Headland is described to be a big fan of Brie Larson and loved her work as Captain Marvel. Now, Brie Larson has been in the talks with Leslye for about 1 month now of entering into the Star Wars universe in the form of television. It's explained that previously, before Kathleen Kennedy lost her creative power, Kennedy had spoken with Brie Larson to portray Ahsoka Tano for The Mandalorian Season 2 and Season 3, and that Brie almost got the part until Bob Chaypek came on board as the new CEO and dropped the idea, of course, when he put a stop to Kathleen Kennedy's creative decisions and her power. Now, the role of Ahsoka was then given to Rosario Dawson and was described to be a better fit for Ahsoka Tano, since Rosario, in Chaypek's eyes, is a better actress at heart than Brie Larson. Now, it's noted that this is how the connection between Brie and Kathleen Kennedy started, where, of course, originally Brie was set to become Ahsoka Tano for Disney Plus, and now she is in the talks with Leslye to portray a similar role, which could very well indicate that Larson could portray a Jedi in the upcoming Disney Plus Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus. So let me just say one thing here, is that when we look at the MCU, alright, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've seen that there have been some films out there that a good chunk of the fans really disliked. I, however, did not enjoy Captain Marvel. In fact, I believe that Brie Larson really isn't all that good of an actress, at least from what I have seen. And to have her on board with the Star Wars franchise, I think would be a colossal failure. I think it would really be a big mistake by Disney and Lucasfilm to choose her. The fact that Leslye has been in the talks with Brie based on Kathleen Kennedy having a previous connection with Brie, of wanting her to become Ahsoka Tano before Rosario Dawson got the part. That, of course, tells us right then and there that Kathleen Kennedy is just trying to really regurgitate her agenda in these new Star Wars TV series. Now, the thing about Kennedy is that thankfully this is the only project that she has full creative control over. Aside from everything else, it's going to be run by Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, George Lucas, and others. Other creatives that are being promoted by Chaypek and Iger. Thankfully, that's the good side of things. This is just one TV show of all the other TV shows that we're getting on Disney+. So, with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.